Probably nobody watched any of the videos of me doing the first coat, but I'm still making another video. And this one is me scratching the first coat so that it's a little flatter before I put a second coat. You can see there's like little lines and stuff. It could come through with the scrubby brush thing, or one of those little things that looks like a sponge, a little scrubby sponge. Could go through with the little scrubby sponge, all this, but I'm just going over it with this thing, the drywall freaking spatula, and getting rid of like the really clumpy clumps. And then I'm gonna come through with another coat of mud. And it doesn't want to be clumping over the clump. It needs another coat of mud for sure. Put the second coat of mud all over the place. And then the second coat of mud is the one I'm gonna start sanding down with the sandpaper on a stick and the scrubby sponge with the sandpaper sponge thing on it. That's when I'm gonna sponge clean it to get nice and flat, scrubbied. This one's just to get like the big clumpy clumps. Like that right there, that is gonna be a clump forever on this wall, but nobody's gonna notice. Nah, that's not true, but somebody's gonna see a little clump on the wall forever. When I was a kid, there was this little spot on my ceiling where the finishers, and I didn't know what it was until I was a grown-ass 16-year-old man with 2 kids. And I was out working construction. And I was going through a divorce, and doing all kind of drywall finishing work. As a divorced father of 3 kids at the age of 16. And what I realized was that little spot on my ceiling when I was a kid, it's because that drywall finisher that did that job fucked it up right there. And for all of my childhood, I had to stare at what I thought was like a constellation of the stars that had been like blessed into history. But what it really was the drywall guy fucking that up and putting the stars in the middle of the room. Like if there's like a cap spot, like some finishes, like they just can't be done perfectly. Like this stuff, this can't be done perfectly. There's gotta be like a cap spot. There's gotta be like something somewhere that's like, I think this finish, the sprayed in like bubble ceiling, I think that their finish to it is that it looks so fucked up, but it's fucked up throughout the whole house. So it's almost like you would look at it and you'd be like, wow, that looks fucked up. But it's fucked up everywhere. So that's like the design that they were going for, was this fucked up design. And then somebody would say, I like it. And somebody else would say, I don't like it, but at least we don't gotta do it again. And at least it wasn't hard. It's probably cheaper than having somebody do something that actually looks good. And then the other person would think that same thing and they would say, I like it. So, the thing about finishes is there's no such thing as finish. And if something's gonna be fucked up, you can at least do something with it, like make it into like a little constellation in the middle of the ceiling. And maybe somebody will like it. And maybe somebody will fucking hate it forever.